What is dropshipping and how does it work? You've probably heard about dropshipping if you're looking for an online business opportunity. Dropshipping is a type of online company that may bring in a lot of money for an ambitious e commerce entrepreneur. With a minimal amount of beginning cash, you can start dropshipping. You may grow your business once you've achieved some success by committing greater resources to marketing and brand promotion. So, how does dropshipping work and how should you use it to achieve your goals? Dropshipping is a sort of retail fulfillment for online retailers in which merchants acquire things from third party suppliers when consumers place orders. Rather than storing inventory, the items are delivered to the consumer. This eliminates the seller's need to handle the merchandise directly. When it comes to shipping and order fulfillment, the retail shop manager has a fairly hands off role. The merchant is not required to have goods on hand, or buy items in bulk, or physically fulfill orders. Instead, the merchant's items will be sent by a third party source. Dropshipping is advantageous to business since it requires less operation capital than the typical retail model. You don't need to create a physical business, hire personnel, keep the lights on, pay overheat, or manage inventory. Instead, you start an internet store and purchase wholesale from vendors that already have the merchandise and store the facilities. Instead, you start an internet store and purchase wholesale from vendors that already have merchandise and storage facilities. A dropshipper is a producer or a wholesaler who handles inventories and distributes orders for a retail store. The seller is primarily responsible for attracting clients to the business and processing orders. So you'll basically be acting as a middleman. Regardless, by marking up the products you sell, you'll receive the biggest share of the earnings. It's straightforward business idea that can pay off nicely. Drop shipping attracts millions of businesses since it is a fewer entry barriers and takes less capital to get started. That's most likely why you're curious. What's more, the finest thing of all, dropshipping allows you to start a long term company from the comfort of your own home. However, there are disadvantages and benefits to these strategies, and it's critical to consider them before launching your own dropshipping online store venture. The advantages of dropshipping: setting up a dropshipping company is simple. To get started with dropshipping, you don't need any prior company expertise. You can start a business quickly and learn the rest as you go if you spend time learning the basics. Dropshipping is simple to establish since the startup expenses are inexpensive, especially when compared to the other types of retail company models. You don't need a warehouse to keep things, and you don't need a workforce to assist you. There's also no need to worry about stocks or delivery. It's remarkably hands off once you're up and running. You can get started on your business right now. Everything may be up and operating in a couple of hours. Drop shipping is flexible. Your business concept doesn't have to change at all that much as you grow. As your business grows, you'll have to put in more efforts in sales and marketing, but your day to day operations will remain mostly the same, save from the fact that you'll be processing more orders. One of the advantages of dropshipping is that when your business grows, your infrastructure expenditure do not rise. As a result, you'll have more resources to devote to your company's marketing efforts. The more you concentrate on marketing your company and providing excellent customer service, the better off you will be. Drop shipping doesn't need to use a physical location. You can manage a full fledged business from your computer without having to make any investment. The most expensive part of your budget will be advertisement, which you may increase as your shop grows in popularity. Even as your company expands, your operating costs will remain minimal, particularly in comparison with typical business expenses. Dropshipping is a lot easier to handle. You can handle everything with ease because it doesn't need you to make too many obligations, such as hiring personnel, renting warehouse space. You're mostly responsible for administering your online front, front store, and once you discovered suppliers and put things out. Dropshipping has a number of drawbacks. Dropshipping has a small profit margin. One of the downsides of dropshipping is that low profits are expected at first. It doesn't mean that it can be successful, but you should be aware that some niches have low product margins. This challenge is when your dropshipping is a very competitive niche. It might be tough to make the type of earnings you want when you're competing for clients' attention. However, if you find the correct niche and target the right audience, you'll have a far better chance of increasing your profit margins. You'll have stronger margins in niches where there's less competition, but sales may stagnate at some time. As a result, many drop shipping shops rely on highly optimized ads to drive large quantities of sales. Drop shipping appears to be simple. The consumer places an order, you process it, and your supplier fulfills it. And for the most part, it's straightforward. If you're getting things from various vendors, though, you can run into some issues. It's possible that each of your suppliers uses a different delivery method, posing a difficulty for both you and the clients. The cost of the delivery might be expensive depending on your dropshipping configuration, especially when delivery many goods. Different suppliers will have different processing and billing processes in place because you must control your suppliers' interactions. This might be challenging at times. Drop shipping gives you very little control. One of the drawbacks of drop shipping is that you have no control over key areas of the process, such as product inventory, order fulfillment, and delivery. You must rely on your providers to accomplish things correctly and in a timely manner. Some entrepreneurs may be turned off by the lack of control, although it is seldom an issue. This simply implies that if something goes wrong, it might be difficult to deal with. While supplier troubles can occasionally lead to customer retention challenges, with the correct damage control, you can reduce these issues and limit customer turnover to a bare minimum. Customer service becomes more difficult when you dropship. When orders go awry or suppliers fail, there is another issue that rises. It might be challenging to process orders and handle customer service when you're only the shop owner with a limited authority. Among the most unfavorable aspects of dropshipping is that you are responsible for your customers' complaints. If your supplier are having troubles, you may be doing everything properly and yet have issues. Taking responsibility and absorbing the error on behalf of your suppliers, on the other hand, is all part of the business model, so don't worry about it. You can begin small with hesitation and maybe fear of failure, and many great businesses began the same way. Create a strategic approach, assess prospects and expenses, get started, and achieve your goal.